Welcome to The Parlor, a weekly fireside chat about your favorite television programs. I'm one of your hosts, Dane, and I also host the podcast Live and Active Pop Culture.
My name is Seth, also known as Moose2006. I run the YouTube channel Moose2006 LP.
Today we are going to continue our discussion of American Horror Story Roanoke with Chapter 4.
Chapter 4 was directed by Marita Grabiak, which might be a new name.
Yeah,
I can't remember that one.
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
And written by John J. Gray.
Okay. As usual, we're going to be spoiling the episode, so if you haven't watched the episode yet, you probably want to watch that before coming back to our podcast and then listening to it, just because, it's more fun that way.
I think so. I would.
You want those jump scares.
Yeah, that's how we'd recommend it. Okay, do we want to start with 60-second?
Yeah, you want me to do it, or do you want to try it?
Oh, you're doing it.
Okay.
I can prepare.
I need to look. I need to look here. Just.
I did not write enough notes to do that.
Yeah, I didn't write a ton of notes.
Tell me when you're ready. I got the timer up.
Okay, we can try it.
All right, ready, go.
Okay, so we start with Shelby and Matt in the reenactment, still fighting about Matt's little dalliance with Lady Gaga's character in the woods that he doesn't remember. He swears he doesn't remember. Eventually, Shelby comes around. Out of nowhere, they get attacked by Pigman, but then the professor, Elias, shows up, played by Dennis O'Hare, who yells Croatoan. He starts to give him some more background on the house. He tells them, he confirms what we knew, that the people are confined to the land
30.
itself. So they run and they go to find Flora with Priscilla, and they find her with all these ghosts. And then the butcher shows up.
20.
And they kill Elias. They go back. Cricket's there. Cricket goes out into the woods, learns more about Lady Gaga's character. At the end, he doesn't come back. Matt gets seduced by Lady Gaga's character again, and Cricket gets disemboweled in one of the worst scenes ever.
And we learned about the dying grass moon, which we'll talk about.
Yeah. The moon. The moon is something.
Okay, and 0. Good.
Not terrible.
That's about all that happens.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Yeah.
A lot to see.
Yeah.
And
a lot of lore.
A lot of lore.
A lot of backstory.
A lot of a lot of interesting things to look at. Like I found a lot of it appealing, other than the disemboweling. That was pretty rough.
That was really bad.
Really rough to watch.
Yeah.
But interesting nonetheless.
Have you grown to like what's her name? Kathy Bates's accent yet? Or are you still
It's fine. Lady Gaga's is also like whatever. These accents.
Oh, you don't like Lady Gaga?
It's okay. I mean, it's just like she has to have an accent.
I think
Can't
it was
just be British.
I think it was scarier the first time she spoke, when it was dark and like.
And she was so ethereal in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was unclear whether she was there or not. And then we see her as an actual person, and that kind of spoiled it.
Oh, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like it's like okay, well, of course she's
has
just
a British,
like a
stowaway,
old, like very old British accent. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting to find out she was human at one point, and I just figured she was some sort of. We talked about
I think
maybe like a demon character.
Yeah,
but she's a witch. You think?
I think she's a witch. Don't you? I mean,
yeah, they alluded to powers older than like Christianity or
something and gods
like that.
Before the old world gods and things. And she, so we find out she's kind of a druid actually. Like she's which makes sense with like the pelts that she's wearing and the little skull on her head.
Skull. Yeah.
And I think that follows. I'm
so.
cool with that.
Okay,
but I think she's got magic of some.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
it might not be the same kind of witch magic that like
Coven
has, but it's definitely. I feel like it's from the same pool.
I like her being a druid.
Yeah,
we haven't had druids yet.
No, and druids are kind of sweet.
Well, they're really sweet, and then that plus the moon thing kind of
makes
a
lot of sense.
So,
yeah.
Let's call her a druid from
the
now
druid,
on.
The druid demon or something.
The druid. Yep.
She doesn't have a name yet. Still, we're still waiting on the name.
There was a name on the subtitles. But I can't
really?
remember. Yeah. So she might have a name on the credits.
Check that out next time on the next episode. See if you can figure that out.
I'll see if I can IMDb it now. But
okay,
I didn't write it
can't
down.
find that character's name yet.
Yeah, then, maybe they just slipped us in the captions.
They call her a wood witch a lot. So maybe that is something like.
It was a name. If that's it was something.
But that also confirms our kind of like.
Oh, that's
she's
true.
Sort of a witch,
definitely druid.
But she's like a not like a weird hat witch. Although she does wear a skull as a hat, but
She does.
she's like a different kind of witch, I think. Like, and she has to take sacrifice. Maybe like she needs blood sacrifice and also sex. So
Yeah, to like fuel
her powers,
whatever it is.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll see. I mean, we maybe don't know yet.
So we had Elias and Cricket already die, but we assume they'll be back as ghosts.
I assume so. I sort of thought Elias was already a ghost.
Oh, but that makes because
we never see him
No,
leave.
he's not though, because he got disemboweled.
No, that's Cricket.
Cricket got disemboweled.
Elias is the one who got shot with the arrows.
Oh yeah.
I just kind of assumed he was. And I mean, we've seen ghosts kill each other in Murder House, and if we're sort of following that lore,
Which yeah.
like they can stab each other. It doesn't really do anything, but they can do
Okay.
it. You know, so I kind of thought he was already dead.
It was weird that he just showed up.
Yeah, because it makes more sense.
I think so.
Like, you know, like in Murder House when all of a sudden, like, whoever would just show up all of a sudden, then that would be them.
Yeah.
Now, Cricket I didn't think was, because we saw him leave the grounds and
No,
the
he
Uber. We saw the whole thing. So he's now dead, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if he was just gone from the show.
Yep, me too. At least we know he won't be like a constant presence anymore.
Yeah.
Thank God, because he was starting to annoy me.
He annoyed me from the
I mean, yeah, definitely. But really, I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. Like, this is too much. We need to be done with this storyline.
Yeah, IMDb just calls her Witch of the Wood, it looks like.
Okay. So we'll see.
Man, I could have sworn there was
probably IMDb doesn't know the name yet either. So
yeah. All right. I must have saw something.
Well,
else.
you might go back and check.
Yeah, I might. Okay. Okay, so I just have a few discussion things besides what we've already kind of talked about. All right, so last time you had the theory that you had pulled that each episode
sort of represents
the season. So last week was chapter 3, so it was more Coven, and so we expected this week to be more Freak Show. I caught it a couple. I
thought maybe
I can go with it. There are two big instances.
Okay, what were yours?
First, we finally see the Pigman.
Yeah,
like full on
for
an extended period of time.
Yep,
and he is grotesque.
Yeah, I thought that too.
And then very, very clearly associated with the Freak Show season was when they de-armed the nurse.
Oh, yeah.
And then she was armless. Reminded me of the Freak Show character.
Who was armless.
Well,
he had like little arms.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah.
But that's still. That was
or
like
did he even?
I don't
Maybe
know.
Not.
He didn't have. It was basically,
no, he didn't have arms.
It basically looked like what she ended up looking like.
Yeah.
And it really reminded me of...
That's a good point. And I didn't necessarily... Because I was like, where's the connection here? But the other scene I thought was all of the ghosts sort of like playing together with the little girl. That felt like Freak Show in a way because they all were so different looking. There was a man with a pig head. There was like...
That's true.
The little girl in colonial garb. There were nurses. Like that was kind of weird. It was like a hodgepodge gang.
Yeah.
And then the other one was that the original purchaser of the house, I swear they said his last name was Mott. M-O-T-T, as in Dandy.
Oh, okay.
So...
So
maybe. I mean, I would have to watch it again. And so if you're listening and you know that I'm wrong about that, shoot us an email at the Parlor Podcast.
Yeah. Did you check the Parliament?
Yeah, nothing.
None. Okay.
But I thought that was a connection.
Okay.
So we'll see. I mean,
yeah, I definitely can see it.
And it would definitely make sense at this point if they, in the next episode, if they run out of the house and run to whatever hotel Cricket was
going
at.
to, because he totally said he was going to the hotel, and I'm like,
that makes so much sense.
And they got Flora back, right, at the end.
Did they get her back?
I can't remember.
I can't remember her either. I mean, maybe
I'm pretty sure they got her back, and then they killed Cricket or something.
Oh yes,
again, I didn't write details
because Priscilla. They were gonna kill Flora. Priscilla said no, and she ran, and then they took Cricket instead.
Now they can leave.
Yeah,
because they only stayed to get Flora.
They were
back.
trying to stay, but they're kind of trapped right now because there's an angry mob outside.
Yeah, if the mob
house.
stays there, but if they can get away, I could see them.
Yeah, if they can use some Croatoan stuff, then maybe. Yeah.
So next week could definitely be a hotel.
I think it would follow. I think it would make a lot of sense. And then episode 6.
That's when it. So
episode 6 can't come soon enough for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I'm really ready for something huge.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of lore and backstory, which is great. I mean, Elias was basically just lore master.
Yes,
like
same with Cricket. Honestly, last episode, a lot of lore, like, here's what she told me about her past, and then here we hear about, and Elias tells us more about like the house and the grounds, and then Cricket tells us about the Wood Witch character. So
it was interesting to see the nurses killed by them.
Yeah,
I don't know. They were so evil in and of themselves, but then they also were victims of this ghost mob,
right,
or whatever. But
right. No one has died in the house yet by the hands of the butcher. Have you noticed that?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering.
She was in the house.
She was in the house, but she didn't. She hasn't killed anybody.
Yeah,
Everybody's killed out front, including those nurses, including Cricket. We don't know about the pig man, but we kind of assume he's in the woods somewhere.
Well,
like
he was in the house. He pushed the one girl down.
He pushed her down, but he wasn't in the. He is not part of the mob. That guy. He's like part of the ghosts.
Yes, he is.
So we've got Team Ghost. We've got Team Murder or Team Butcher. We've got Wood Witch doing her thing, who seems to be in between
kind
somewhere.
of in charge.
Yeah, in charge of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And then we've got the humans. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Time will tell about them, I think.
Okay, so my next thing.
Okay.
So we find out that all of the butcher's like mob friends
are
there against their will.
Yeah.
They turned on her at the end.
Yep.
And none of them want to be there, I guess, or want to do this. So I'm curious why they are.
Well, they're bound to it.
They're bound to
kill? So that's what Lady Gaga said, that they're bound to do her bidding.
Oh, okay.
So Lady Gaga's character told her to do, there was some like blood spell she needed to do, and they would be in her debt forever and would be bound to do her bidding for eternity. And so that's why she faked, like, the butcher faked like she had changed her ways. She had left
fruit.
She had gone away from the druid magic and was going back to God. Gave him the fruit, which was poisoned or poisonous, like one of the. It could be either. They eat it, they all die, and then the Wood Witch kills the butcher, and so all those settlers are in the butcher's, like under her control, I guess. But I think the butcher is under Lady Gaga's control for the same reason.
Okay.
Like, she didn't necessarily know that. I think that the Wood Witch kind of screwed her in the end, because she has to do what the Wood Witch wants her to do, it seems like.
Did you find the poisoning scene sort of the Wood Witch mocking their religion? Did you catch that, the significance of the poisoned fruit?
Yeah, sure.
I thought that was.
I thought that was smart, actually.
Nice
like,
touch.
Sort of like an Adam and Eve situation.
Yeah, that's what I pulled from it. But.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so that's that was a quick little thing.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's good. Actually, good observation there. Yeah.
The only other thing I have, I just didn't have a lot to get from this episode that we haven't talked about.
Yeah, it's we're still doing a lot of the same right now. It seems like we're kind of on the same path right now.
The only other like kind of theory maybe I came up with, so the Dying Grass Moon is this 6-day cycle where the butcher and her friends like have full reign to kill.
They can kill. Outside of that time, they can't necessarily kill mortals, but during that time.
So are they already in the Dying Grass Moon then? Since they
I think it just started.
Okay.
I think this was night 1.
Oh, okay.
Basically. Notice this 6 again. Like 6s pop up.
Well, that's what I
was
going to say. Maybe episode 6 through 12 would be like one
night
per,
of
but
horror.
if it's already started.
I think it started with Cricket. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless
otherwise
he was already a ghost, but I don't think so.
Otherwise they couldn't kill.
Yeah.
So they've killed him and maybe Elias.
I'm still kind of operating under that he might already be dead.
Yeah.
So.
I could see that. Gosh. That's all I have.
Okay. We
saw Priscilla die.
We saw her die.
Through sacrifice.
Crazy, yeah. So
like
she
was
a
little child.
Yeah, but that's what they're dealing with. I mean, one of those settlers is Priscilla's parent, probably. And they were on board with that, which is crazy. But they threw a rock at her, and then
they didn't throw it.
They bashed her head into the rock.
Yeah, just smashed it. Okay.
The other thing I kind of wanted to talk about, and we've touched on it a little bit, was just in general the Wood Witch's backstory. I think it's interesting. I mean, at first I was kind of like, oh boy, here we go. But I'm kind of, the more I think about it, the more I'm into it. And I do find her appearance as the Wood Witch, not as like the old, like in the flashback scene, as the Wood Witch, I find her appearance kind of startling in a weird way. Like the way they always shoot her, and again, I think it's a credit to Lady Gaga's acting, because this was the same way last season where like anytime she was on screen, it was like captivating. But it's like, to me, it almost feels like we're finally seeing what the Blair Witch looked like.
Oh.
And it's like, ooh, that's creepy. Like, she looks so weird. She stands there and is so strange. And
like
she gets
her posing,
the way she kind of poses.
Yeah, the way she carries herself is,
and her costume and hair kind of all add to it. And the way she like runs through the woods and stuff. It's creepy. I mean, she's definitely,
she's great.
She's great. She's bringing it. I mean, again.
She is,
and she's scaring me a little
performer.
bit. Definitely. And then what did you think about, I'm curious what we think is going on with the sex with Matt. What is the...
I think they alluded to the fact that she still has some human needs or human urges.
And so she has to, she wants to
I don't know if she has to, but
she wants to have
She
sex.
wants to, and she can, and she finally has like this human that she at least is attracted to, and...
Okay.
It's easy for her to sort of just...
Like, she can't get one of those ghosts to do that for her?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe not.
I don't know.
I wondered also if we're going to have a weird situation. We know that in this universe, weird stuff happens when human/spirit coitus happens. In the first season, we got the Antichrist baby. And we've also, I mean, it's not good that people sleep with ghosts. So I wonder, is she a ghost?
No.
You don't think so? She's just immortal, basically.
I think so.
Okay. She's just like very, very old.
Yeah.
I
don't think she's ever died.
Because I kind of thought maybe she had died, and so then we're dealing with this.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. She just,
I don't know.
Has like, it's weird.
It's weird, but I don't think she's ever died.
Okay.
But I am curious where she got her powers. Like, it just happened in jail? Was that the backstory?
She was praying to the old gods.
She just started praying.
And then they told her to kill the guy, and then she was granted powers.
So it is like blood magic.
And maybe she was born with powers. Like, we don't, maybe sort of like the old witches, but who knows? Yeah. Unclear. So,
all right.
Here's a question.
Sure.
Is Flora dead?
No.
I don't think so at this point. Does Flora make it out of the season?
I still don't think so.
I don't think so
Based
either.
on the interview.
Now I've changed my mind. I think no. I think she's lunch meat.
Yeah, based on that interview from Lee a couple of episodes ago, I think I don't think it's looking good for her.
I think it's possible even that she's already dead.
And she
doesn't know that she's dead. Could be a thing.
Yeah.
Which is why they didn't really care that much when she ran to them. But yeah.
We'll see maybe next week if they try to leave.
Yeah.
If she's able to.
Yeah. True. But we did see her running away from something when she ran across the Uber driver.
Oh, that's true.
Remember that? So that could be, I mean, who knows? That could be.
But it could have been after that she...
Yeah. It could have been in the next few hours.
I don't think she will be alive at the end. Or else Lee wouldn't have had that reaction.
Yeah. So we got no Lee this week because she's fully in jail.
Yeah. Because Shelby turned her in.
I didn't mind that, actually. I kind of was cool with focusing in on Matt and Shelby this week, since the last couple of weeks have been so Lee focused.
Yeah.
I was kind of cool, like, let's go back and let's just see what I would say to the two main characters are. Like, what they're up to. So,
yep. And the producer did break the fourth wall with Matt.
With Matt once. And then we had the Uber driver also.
So we know that Matt's actually Matt. Right. Well, I guess, right? If we
it
see
seems
the producer,
like it. It seems like it. Yeah.
But then, the Uber driver is interviewed. But they're still actors, like
in the show.
In the
That's
show,
what's so weird
which means
about
Kathy Bates is
not the butcher.
No.
Which I can't wait to see where this goes.
Like, I can't.
But it also makes me sad because she's so freaking scary.
Same with like Lady Gaga.
Yeah, same.
If someone else is gonna have to be the Wood Witch if they do the.
And who would it be? Oh, Jessica Lange, they're bringing her back in?
No,
they won't.
Leave her in
She's gone.
season 4 and before.
Yeah. Who could but I'm just thinking in the universe of Horror Story.
It also leads
who could play these?
It also leads me to believe that they're not going to do that. That they are.
I think they are. I think they have to.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll just use the same actors and.
No, they can't do that.
I don't know. It's going to be. We'll see in 2 weeks.
I don't know.
Right?
It's who knows what's coming in 2 weeks?
We only have one more week of this.
Yeah,
and then. I guess something starts.
And I feel like everybody thinks like it's going to be totally I feel like everybody and myself also is pretty subscribed to the fact like in 2 weeks the show within a show is over and we're going to something else. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a huge twist in the story. And we start to find out that they're lying or like maybe they killed some of these people themselves, like they didn't know it, and I don't know.
Yeah,
because
everything we see is from those three, and somewhat the Uber driver. But
the Uber driver at least corroborates the cricket story, and the cricket story that he picked him up, and then
obviously cricket can't.
Yeah, because he's dead.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy. I don't know.
Luckily, it's only 2 weeks away.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm ready for it.
I'm thinking that we're ready for that.
I think
we're ready for. This has been good. This has been scary, but I'm ready for.
It. I've been loving it.
It's been terrific, but I'm ready for a little bit more of a twist.
Yeah, I'm glad there's one coming. So, all right. Okay.
One more question. What do you think so far is like? What sort of images in this scare you the most? Like have been the scariest in this season so far?
Probably what images?
What sorts of things are the most troubling to you in this
season? The shot of Priscilla that was that second.
That was
episode.
creepy. Yeah, that was creepy.
I don't know. Those first couple episodes, there was so much mystery surrounding everything that it was way scarier.
Yeah, it's gotten progressively less scary.
Yeah, because now we know
what's happening.
The pig man, and we know the butcher, and we know the wood witch.
The scariest scenes to me are the mob. Anytime the mob is coming up, I find that very chilling. And it started from that first episode where we see the mob holder underneath the hot tub.
Oh yeah,
and the hidden camera footage, like the security camera footage of the mob. All of those have kind of creeped. And anytime we see that mob coming up, I'm like, ooh, this is something bad is going to happen whenever this mob is all together.
And they are cultish.
They are definitely
kind of getting like a pseudo cult season.
It's not exactly what I want from a cult season. No. I like a modern cult with like who wears weird outfits and stuff.
They might do it. He might do it at some season.
I think possibly
season 7 cult.
Now there's rumor of a secret season that may come out later this year that nobody knows about, and it's just him writing it, only him.
Of Horror Story? Later this year? Like before?
Yeah, I think so.
Like before Christmas?
No. Oh, sorry. Later this, I guess, like early next year. Like before for spring or something,
the next fall.
Yeah, it's and he said it's going to be a short season, like 8 episodes or something, so we'll see.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, I think that sounds nice. One writer, one director,
All right.
He's been contacting people to pencil them in or something.
Interesting.
So I'm intrigued by that. So
all right. Because he doesn't have enough shows.
No. And he has another one coming out with Jessica Lange. It's called Feud.
Oh my gosh.
He's got too much.
That's a lot.
But he's doing all right. I mean, he's making that paper.
Say these have all been written and directed by other people.
Yeah.
Like
the first one
I think was
written by him, but I think after that.
But everything else he's
just executive producer.
Yeah.
So.
Chapter 4.
That's it.
That's all I have. I mean, it's fine to have a short episode.
I think so too, and I wish that the connections to Freak Show would have been a little more tangible.
Yeah, we'll see.
For that theory.
We're really gonna have to wait for next episode.
Next episode will be
some hotel stuff. Then we can lock in this theory.
That theory, and then season 6 will tell us what the real deal is. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will?
I think that's all we've got.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a short episode.
Yeah.
Short episode.
Next week we'll have Chapter 5.
Yep.
Episode 5 called Chapter 5, and we'll see what they'll do. I don't
in this because it
like
should,
we have no way to know what they're going to do.
Right, and in theory, this should mark the end of this first part.
Yeah,
of what we understand. So, and I'm wondering if the majority of season 6 will be this, and then at the end they'll drop a bomb, whatever the bomb is. You know what I mean? Like, we're going with this, we're going with this, we're going with this. Oh, it's not what you thought. Here's we're breaking
at the end of episode 6. Yeah.
So we could be seeing 2 more episodes.
So it's possible. Like we are thinking that at the end of episode 6, Roanoke Nightmare is over.
Potentially,
episode 7 through 12, 13 is going to be real. Not dramatized stuff.
And so like maybe at the end of episode 6 they stand up, take off their mics, and the shot changes and we start following them or something. I mean it could be anything. It could be anything.
I'm so excited.
I am too.
Okay.
I hope it's good.
It's
it better be good.
Yeah. I have more faith in him than I did a year ago when Hotel started. So
like they get up, here's what I'm predicting. They get up from the show, they take off their mics, we follow them out, they still live in LA and they move to the murder house. And then they're in murder house.
And just murder house
all over
1.5.
Yeah. Who knows? Anyway.
I have nothing.
No, that's not going to happen.
I hope not.
It better not happen. So.
I think Ryan Murphy's better than that. So
I think so too, but I'm not positive.
Anyway, Chapter 5, next week. If you have any theories or any more comments about this episode or before, you can feel free to tweet us at the Parlor Pod.
You can email us at theparlorpodcast@gmail.com.
Or go to theparlorpodcast.com, where we have everything.
All of our website. It's our website with all of our episodes, contact info, etc.
Twitter address, everything.
Everything's there.
So yeah, check us out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all we got this week.
We'll see you back next week. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.